Today here at WMATCO, we're looking at 5/4 by 6, number 4 commons. Common lumber is used for a lot of different applications, anywhere from siding all the way down to crating and pallets. Number 4 common, which is one of the lower grades, we have 5 different grades, 1 through 5. This is number 4, so we're getting pretty close to the bottom here on as far as quality, but this board still has a use in the industry. A lot of number 4 common is, like I said, is used for crating or pallets or other uses where you might want to build something on a low-grade wood. It's a 5/4, which is 1 5/16 by 5 5/8. Number 4 common can have wane on the face. Wane is the absence of wood on the corner of a piece of wood normally, because of bark or because of we're cutting rectangles out of circles basically on a sawmill. So we end up with a round part of the log or the lumber here, which is the outside of the log. So we're limited on how much of that we can take on a piece of wood. 4 common, on the face of the board we can actually have a 1/8 the width by half the thickness for a 1/6 the length. A 1/6 the length of a 14-foot board would be 28 inches. I believe this is 12 foot, so it would be 24 inches. That would be an area about that long. So that would be on the face. On the back of a number 4 common, the wane can be heavy wane. It can be all the way across the face on the board, as long as it's no deeper than the amount of skip. Skip is where the board would be thin in a certain area. If it's more than 1/8 scant of the 1 5/16 thickness size, then we would have to drop the grade. But as long as we're within that 1/8 inch tolerance on the wane depth on the heavy wane, we're okay to put it in a 4 common. And again, that would be on the back side. The face could have no more wane than 1/8 by 1/2 by 1/6 the length. On this particular unit of lumber, you see a lot of stain. Stain is caused by a fungus that attacks the cellulose in the wood, and it turns the lumber blue. As long as the lumber is dried to 19% below, that fungus is retarded and put into remission. It will not start growing again unless the lumber gets wet and becomes more saturated than 19% moisture. The blue stain in a 4 common has no defect. The whole board could be completely blue or black and still be a piece of 4 common. The knot size in a piece of 4 common is determined by the width of the piece. On a 6-inch width, we could have a 3.5 inch knot measured parallel to the edges. So this particular knot here is probably about 3 inches, so that would be okay for a piece of 4 common. Holes we can have in a 12-foot board, 8 inches wide. This is 6 inches, but your defects are based on an 8-inch width, 12 feet long. We could have 3 2-inch holes or equivalent smaller. So if we had 1.5 inch holes, then we could have 6 of them in a 12-foot board, 8 inches wide. So, pretty much, there's other defects which affect the appearance and the strength of the board. If you have a combination of defects that makes the board unusable for that grade, then you would want to drop that into a lower grade, which would be 5 common. So we're going to go ahead and go through this and let you take a look at how WMATCO number 4 common, the appearance of it, and maybe we'll comment on some of the things as we go through. This piece of lumber right here as I mentioned, we can have weighing on the back side that goes all the way across the face, but it can't be any deeper than 1/8 of an inch. This piece of wood here is off grade. It will not make a number 4 common. This would be a piece of 5 common because of the wane dip in the middle. So it would be a piece of 5 common. So we would reject that piece in this unit. Has a lot of wane going up in one area. It goes through the edge. We would be able to take that equivalent to our hole size, which would be 3 inches, or yes, 3 inches, excuse me, 2 inches. But that area would be no greater than 2 inches when you look at it from the face down. A lot of these boards have skip on the face. The skip where the planer did not hit it, that could be a 1/16 inch deep, full length. This is another piece with skip. You see we have full length skip, and measure the thickness, it would be no more than a 1/16 scant of the desired thickness. What we see here is bug holes. The bugs have been killed due to the drying process. They're no longer alive. They will never come back alive. So we would just equate those holes equivalent to our hole size, which we could have 3 2-inch holes in a 12-foot board. If we add all these up, we could probably fit all of those holes in one 2-inch area. So this would be okay for a 4 common. As you can see, that there's a stamp on here, HT, which stands for heat treated. That means the lumber has been in the dry kiln long enough to kill any pests such as bugs or things of that nature that are in the wood, so we can ship, export without fear of being stopped at the border. then that piece of wood has wane that goes through the edge, but when you look down on it, it's no larger than the hole that you're allowed. Look at this number 4 common. Yes, it looks like it's low-grade wood. Lumber is not graded for a specific purpose, but it's graded for a range of uses. So you have to realize that maybe because one board is not suitable for maybe a pallet, it might be suitable for a piece of crating. So we grade lumber for a range of different uses into one grade. On some of the lumber you'll see a brown stain. That's what we call a kiln stain. That's from drying and the water coming out of the wood, bringing some of the extractives out of the wood cell. It creates a brownish color on the face. Really no defect, and it doesn't cause any problem with the wood. piece of lumber right here has heart rot. We call it red rot or red heart rot. It's caused from a fungus entering the tree, normally from a broken limb that dies, and all your limbs go to the heart of the tree. That's where they start from also. So the water comes in, brings it down to fungus. The fungus starts attacking the heart of the tree and creates unsound wood or rot. And number 4 common, since it's the 5 common back, we could actually take that decay on the face, but this is the better face, so we would still put it in 4 common. This defect right here is what we call compression wood. It's where the tree is growing on a hillside. The tree grows out and up, and you get a buildup of wood cells on the lower side that supports the tree from falling. And that wood is real hard, and your wood cells are going different directions. And when you dry it, it really makes a weak area in the wood. It's called compression wood, and we limit that the same as we would knots. Piece of lumber here has wane going through the edge. As we said, it can go through the edge as long as the area that it takes out is no more larger than the hole size allowed. This particular piece right here, that would be too large for the hole. If you added that up, it would be larger than a 2-inch hole when you're looking down on it from above. So we would put that in a number 5 common. It will not make a 4 common.